How's it going, people? My name is Niall and welcome back to another video on my channel. Can you believe it? I'm thinking the exact same thing. How on earth are we back to Sunday already? But the good news about Sunday is it is meal prep day and I got a good one for you today. So in this video, we are going to be meal prepping but under some budget constraints. The goal is to feed myself for breakfast, lunch, dinner, Monday to Friday for under €40. I'm still yet to go to the shop, so I'm going to head on down now shortly and see what we can pick up to help us with this little challenge. And just a quick one, we're so close to 40 subscribers. I think we're 2 away at the time of filming this video. So I'd really appreciate if we can hit that mark, hopefully by the end of this video. And it's the first time I'm popping up on your screen. As always, I'm so delighted to have you here. Please don't hesitate to leave me some feedback down below or on my past videos. And yeah, as I said before, making sure you hit that subscribe button. We're grinding out for 40 and we're so close to it. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on to meal prep under a budget. Here is our receipt from ALDI. Not 100% accurate because there's items we didn't use on it, but we picked up this beef. As you can see, the cost of everything: our chicken, our eggs, and then some noodles, taking it up to $20.57. Then some lemons with some onions, and then these 2 chili and ginger paste with some baby spinach, and then some coriander, and then these bacon medallions, and to top it off, some chicken stock. Right, so let's get cooking. We're going to get out our chopping board and open up our bacon medallions. We're going to start with our breakfast for the week. So just pop your bacon medallions onto your chopping board, and then I'm just going to chop them up into these little small pieces. As always, the goal here is just to keep the pieces as equal as we can. We don't want any piece too much bigger than the other. And then we're going to take it over to our stove and get our pan on, add a couple of sprays of this fry light oil, and then we are going to get our bacon cooking. So as you can see, we're just going to get it all onto the pan and then get it sizzling away. We're going to give it a few stirs about here and there, and then we're going to let it do its thing while we prepare our onions. So just top and tail the onion and then take off the skin. We don't want any of that, I'd imagine. And then we're just going to slice it up into these little fine pieces. And as always, we are just trying to keep everything roughly the same size. So once we're all done, we're going to grab a bowl and then we're going to get loading in our baby spinach. It's a great little vegetable, or whatever you want to call it, just to hide it in to get some more nutrients. Then we're going to grab a bowl and then we are going to start grating one potato. Grated up obviously into small pieces. And then once we have that all done, we are going to try to get as much of that water out as possible. So pick it all up and squeeze it into a little colander like I have here, with a bowl underneath to collect the water. Then grab a piece of white paper towel, and then we're going to spread out our potato shavings across the paper towel and lay another piece on top and just pat it as dry as we can. It's time to head back on over and get a little bacon update. So once we're all cooked the way through, we're going to add in them onions that we chopped up, give it a little mix about, and then follow it up with our spinach. And we're just going to cook it all through until it's nicely wilted down, as well as we're adding our potato. So yeah, leave it doing its thing for 5 to 10 minutes or so on a low enough heat whilst we are cracking our eggs and preparing our egg mixture for the dish. For the whole dish, I ended up using a total of 10 eggs. So I'm just left the 2 for the other dishes that I make. So once we crack the 10 eggs in, we're going to give it a little mix about and whisk it all up. And then we're going to add in approximately 50 to 100 ml of milk just to loosen up the mixture a little bit. Now I've left this mixture to cool a little bit on the side so we didn't end up cooking the eggs. So once we add it all in, we're then going to get our spatula and mix it thoroughly until we have all the ingredients distributed throughout the egg mixture. Then a couple of sprays of fry light oil into our muffin casings. These are non-stick. And then I'm just going to add in the egg mixture across the 12 casings, evenly distributing them as best as I possibly can. I'm not too strict on it. And once we have successfully distributed our eggs, we're then going to prepare to get it into the oven. Well, firstly, we're going to top it with some low-fat 50% cheese. It's cheddar and mozzarella. So I'm going to pop it into the oven now at 180 degrees, and it's going to be in there for a total of about 20 minutes. After the 20 minutes have elapsed, we are going to come out with these beautifully golden egg muffins with bacon, spinach, and potatoes. Look at them. They look absolutely unbelievable. Nice little close-up here before I end up starting to pack it away. Here's just all of them on the plate. They look absolutely divine. So I'm just going to lay down a sheet of parchment paper, pop in 5 to 6 or 7, how much fit on the bottom, and then I'm going to lay up another set of parchment paper and then top it off with the rest of my muffins. Pop on the lid and that's us done. And here we are preparing our second dish of the day. So this one is going to be a beautiful lemon chicken with egg fried rice. So we're preparing our rice in our rice cooker. I went in here with total went 80 grams per dish, and then I'm just going to pop in double the amount of water and pop it into our rice cooker and leave it do its thing while we prepare the chicken. And for the chicken, just as always, we're just going to cut it up into equal chunks. Not really been too strict on what we do. You can do strips, you can do chunks, you can do whichever way you want. This is how I end up doing it. No big deal. After we get the chicken, I'm going to go with there's 80 grams of flour, but I only end up using half of it. So we pop our chicken in. I did season the flour now with salt and pepper, but we're going to get our chicken in there and we're just going to dredge it in the flour and make sure each piece of chicken is fully coated. It's going to make it nice and crispy then we start frying it off. So in here, 20 ml of oil into our pan, and we're going to get it nice and hot. And once we're lovely and hot, we are good to add in our chicken. So just lay them all in there, make sure they're all getting coated in the oil. And then once we get them all onto the pan, we're just going to make sure we give them a nice thorough mix. We're going to make sure we have to keep an eye on this throughout the whole process and thoroughly make sure each part of the chicken gets fully crispy. Now here I'm just zesting one lemon. We're going to pop it into our little jug we have here. Then half the lemon, and we're going to go in with the whole lemon juice. Make sure you get no pips in here. Then we're going to go with a stock cube, one chicken stock cube with 100 mils of water and some corn flour, and then we're just going to give it all a mix up. Chicken is looking beautiful, crispy, delicious, and we're going to then add that little mixture into it. Crank up the heat until we get it nice and hot. Got to add 30 ml of honey went into that mixture too, so we're going to get it nice and hot and get the sauce really thick. While that's all working away, we can begin to do our rice. So we put in oil and 2 eggs, and we're just going to cook the eggs on its side on its own until we get it to this stage here where it's not too wet. And then add in our rice that we had cooked previously, and then I'm going to add in some frozen mixed veg, and then 30 mils of soy sauce. Once that's all in, mix it about again, and yeah, once everything's done, it's time to plate up again. So by eye, evenly distribute out your food. You can measure it if you really want to be specific, but I just divide the whole thing by 5 and just put it in through my days. Top it off with green onion, and yeah, that is dish number 2 complete, my lemon chicken. Oh, lastly, onto my sweet chili beef. So get your beef packets that we bought earlier and get them into our bowl. We're going to go in with 45 ml of soy sauce, a dash of this ginger paste, 1 tablespoon of garlic, and a dash of the chili paste we got, and get 1 egg in there too. Get your hands in, get them nice and messy, and we're going to mix our chicken. Once it's all mixed, we're going to get the other 40 grams of flour, get it in there too, and mix it up. Now, this is the second tray. I had to use 2, but yeah, line your beef onto trays and get it into the oven at 180, about 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm going to make the sauce. So I'm putting in some soy sauce. Don't worry, all measurements are in the description. With some 30 mils of sriracha, then a 15 mils of fish sauce, 15 mils of Worcester sauce, more of our chili paste, and yeah, we're going to mix all those flavors together. Again, 30 mil of honey went in there too. I don't know why I didn't film any of the honey. It escaped me today. Anyways, onto our wok with some fry light. Then add in our onions and peppers that we diced up. Then we're going to add in our beef and then the sauce that we had made. Get it nice and hot, and then it's time to add in those noodles. Give them all a mix about until everything's thoroughly combined, and then it's time to plate it up. Again, I do everything by eye. I'm not too strict. The reason one's in a bowl because I was so hungry I had to eat it then. Top of coriander, and yeah, ladies and gents, that is dish number 3 complete. And this is all that we did, all for under 40 euros. That's meals for the week. You know, you can't beat it. So yeah, guys, I'm absolutely knackered, but that is the meal prep for the week completed. So yeah, for my total bill on Aldi came to about 29 euro. The stuff I used, the ketchup and the bun cases I ended up not using in the end of it. But I also ended up using Sriracha, soy sauce, and Worcester sauce, stuff that I didn't buy. However, I've included a 10 euro addition on top of the budget that I spent in Aldi. So I think fair amount for the whole meals is 40 euro in total. And yeah, I had an absolute blast doing this one, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this one too. Let me know if you like these type of videos. As I said, I definitely enjoyed making it myself. And if you did, make sure you hit that fat subscribe button. As I said, I'm pushing for the 40 subscribers. We're only 2 away, and yeah, I'd really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Your feedback is always appreciated, and I will see you in the next one.